สวัสดีจ้าทุกคนมาถึงลอนดอนแล้วค่ะวันนี้เฉลยคำตอบนะคะมาถึงแล้วค่ะมาถึงสุดๆแล้วค่ะไปค่ะไปนั่งเรือเล่นกันนะคะ
From the 1900s to the present day. It is free to get into. Free is a word you'd never hear in London ever, so please take full advantage. The space in there.
วันนี้ถึงแล้วค่ะ
Designed in an upright neo-Gothic design by Mr. Built fairly recently to palaces go. Now this palace here was built to replace the one that burnt down before it in 1834. That palace of 1834 burnt down because some of our MPs, the members of Parliament, that year thought it'd be a clever idea to try and rig an election. Things got a bit out of hand when burning the wooden tally sticks, the old form of voting, and they burnt the whole palace down to the ground. Many a Londoner will come out to see what the commotion was all about, not to help our MPs inside. Many of them in the boats, like us. Lots of them lining the banks of the River Thames, and they'd all start to chant in unison, "Burn Parliament, burn." Let's wave to our members of Parliament, or any other hand gesture you deem appropriate. Keep it PC, this is a family cruise, okay? As we turn to make our outward journey though, look to the right, you can see Lambeth Bridge is painted red. Look to our left, Westminster Bridge painted for the weekend, and we can all party together. Let's have it, it's going to be great. Okay then, let's cross to the right, to the starboard side. Starboard to the right, port to the left. Starboard side is hopefully the reason. Dining areas for each house. So they can't have their lunch together, they can't have a beer or a coffee together. This separation has been put in place for one reason and one reason only, all to avoid corruption. No comment. This separation got so out of hand, they said that back in the day they had to make separate ways of work from one another, hence the different colours of bridges. Unfortunately, it is a lie. I wish it was true. Lambeth Bridge is just red as it's closest to the chamber for the House of Lords, Westminster Bridge green as it is closest to the chamber for the House of Commons. Three very prestigious towers on our Houses of Parliament. The tall side of the Thames, both platforms running across the water. So the half bridge actually counts for the mysterious red pillars. There are 6 on the left and 2 on the right. These were the old stanchions for the St Paul's Bridge. On top of the St Paul's Bridge was the Chatham to Dover steam railway line, transporting goods from our city down to the south coast. In and around the 1980s, diesel trains were implemented. This form of locomotive far too heavy, and the bridge had to be dismantled. The only way we could get rid of those pillars so deeply embedded in the river was to actually blow them up using dynamite, TNT. After some of those first explosions, they realised it caused too much damage to the surrounding area, so what did they do instead? They painted the pillars red, gave them a grade 2 listing, meaning they could never be removed, and just hoped that nobody would notice. Mystery solved. I talk about them 7 times a day. Get some hashtags in there, hashtag Tower Bridge, hashtag favourite battleship, the Chambord, in the Battle of the North Cape. Also defied some of the first salvo missiles, D-Day landing 6th of June 1944, where thousands and thousands of men, Allied forces, lost their lives fighting for King Country and ultimately freedom as well. You can visit the Belfast. As you can see, we're just waving to some people like yourselves. They are tourists. It's now a floating all-access museum. After the Imperial War Museum, they bought Belfast for a quid at auction. Saved it being converted to scrap metal and like so. We have the offices to the Mayor of London on the right here. This ovular building is City Hall. This is where Mayor of London Sadiq Khan, who is in for his second term of London Mayor, will address the London Assembly and make some important decisions. What'll be next? Absolutely no idea, but who cares about that? Tower Bridge, ladies and gentlemen. London's most famous bridge. Some sources state it's the most photographed bridge in the world. Victorian sailors' tradition says if you are to wave at someone on Tower Bridge and have a wave back, but you need to get the wave, so hopefully someone... Yes! That was so easy. See this bald guy here? That's Darren. We pay him 20 quid an hour to stand up there with me, guys. That's a legend. No, of course we don't. Of course we don't. Congratulations, 5 years, good luck, a life of health and happiness as well. So it's a very real tradition. Victorian sailors, whether they were merchant or naval sailors, Tower Bridge is the penultimate bridge, the second. But this inside that courtroom, also a very clever lawyer, they argued to an extremely stupid judge. The lawyer said it's not the brand on our tower, it's not the company name. These here are just 3G electrician tied up red in the company colours of that. And they got away with it, still legally to this day. The Boxer Warehouse, Boxer Tower, have a look at it. That tower apparently does not say it. Victorian rhyme or a poem, shall we say, that goes with the Green Lines to make sure the Thames does not overflow into the city streets. This little rhyme goes something like this. If the Green Lines are drinking, then London will be sinking. But if the Green Lines are ducked, London is completely flooded. Tough crowd. Check out the silver and red dragons on the right here on the hind legs, Northern decoration. These are the boundary lines between the City of London and the City of Westminster. City within a city. The City of London is the 1 square mile city of commerce. The City of Westminster is the city of royalty. And these two different cities have different police forces, different mayors, different sets of rules and legislation. For his past crimes? No, we gave him a knighthood instead. London Eye River cruise. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Happy half term as well. Woohoo! Welcome to London, though, and welcome on your London Eye River cruise. The vessel we're on today is the Silver Bonito, operated by Wood's Silver Fleet. If you're wondering where the disembodied voice is coming from, it's me. Hello, my name is Jack. I'm the ginger man that scanned your tickets. I'm going to be your guide for this 40-minute cruise down to Tower Bridge and back. Now, there are some rules here on the upper deck.